Hey guys. So in this video, we are going to focus on scoliosis. So if you know that you have a curved spine, scoliosis, if it is a functional scoliosis or something you've had from birth, um, these are the key movements to start moving your body and re-educating your muscles to work in a more stable way. And the main goal is to get you out of daily pain. You want to be able to feel like you can move a little more naturally with your spine slightly more opened, with less stress on one side pulling. So I'm going to teach you my favorite and most important mobility exercises for scoliosis. The first thing I want you to do is you're just going to sit with me in this position with your legs in crisscross. And if this is not comfortable, you can try doing most of the exercises sitting on a chair. I want you to be able to feel both of your sit bones down on the floor, and you want to be able to sit up as tall as you can, open the spaces between your vertebrae, and just put your hands on the floor both sides. Think of dropping your shoulder blades down. So again, I know that things might feel slightly different on both sides. I want you just to put that away and try to create the most movement as possible. So hands are down, we're dropping our shoulder blades. Now, if this is not comfortable and you feel like you're kind of caving in this position, you're going to grab a block or a book or something to elevate yourself off the mat. So you're going to sit on something that will help you elongate your spine. So if you need to do that, go ahead and grab a book or a block or anything that can just elevate you slightly. If it's 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, whatever it is. So again, we're just going to start breathing in this position. Sit bones are down. I want you to try to think even taller. So sit as tall as you can. Open those spaces. We're just going to take a deep breath here. And exhale. As we exhale, we're going to drop those shoulder blades. And then we're going to inhale again. As we inhale, I want you to reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to take it into our side bend. So I want you to reach your right arm out to the side, kind of slide over, and bring that left arm up and over to the right. Inhale, we come back in. And then we're going to switch. We're going to take it from side to side. Right arm goes all the way up. Super, super long here. Only then we tilt over. Slide your hand to your side. Try to keep both of those sit bones down on the floor. So again, right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Find that super long position and reach to the sides. Make sure to keep your chest open, your hip bones facing straight forward. And again, try to keep both of your sit bones on the floor so that you can get that ultimate stretch. You want to feel one side of your body stretching. Now, again, this probably will feel different on both sides. You have one side that is curved to be a little more tight. So I want you just to drop that, try to get the most movement possible, and see if you can get just an inch further with each one. Keep going with your breath. The breath is essential here. It'll help you open those spaces. It'll help you push into your ribs and open the spaces between your vertebrae in the back. So let's do one more each side. And we bring it in. Keep thinking tall all the way over. This time we're going to hold this position. So think of reaching with the tips of your fingers. Left butt wants to stay on the floor. Chest is opened. Super long here. We're just going to hold and breathe. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And we're going to bring it back in. We're going to take it to the other side. Right arm goes all the way up towards the ceiling, super, super long. Reach, reach, reach. Take that reach, slide yourself over to the left side. Find that position that feels like a stretch, but still comfortable, away from pain. 2 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to bring it back in. We're going to sit up tall. Remember, sitting up tall here is essential. I want you to keep thinking of dropping the shoulder blades down and slightly in towards each other, kind of like they're hugging your rib cage. From here, we're going to take a deep breath again. This time, we're going to take it into a spinal twist. I want you to reach both arms all the way up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right side. So your left arm is going to come forward and your right hand is going to go back behind you. In the range of motion that is available for you, we're going to switch. Reach up again. Exhale, we twist all the way over to your side. Up to the ceiling and twist. Remember, it's important to be super forgiving to the range that is available. It doesn't matter as long as we're moving our spine, encouraging those spaces to open, encouraging the places that are tighter to get a little relief. And twist. Reach. And twist. 2 more. Each side. Left. All the way up. Right. Last one. Keep working with the breath. And up. We switch. And then we come back to center. Perfect. We're going to take this to our hands and our knees. So we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. And I really want you to focus on your alignment here. So I want you to make sure that your hands are right under your shoulders, straight elbows, wrists are long, fingers are facing forward, and your knees are right under your hips. So we want to find that natural alignment. We're focusing on stability and the mobility through the spine. So keep thinking of both hip bones square down to the floor and both shoulders square down to the floor. Keep pushing your hands into the floor and trying to open the spaces between the shoulder blades, keeping the neck long. We're just going to take this into a spinal stretch, into our cat-cow. I want you to inhale, look forward, open your chest, arch your back. And exhale, you're going to round your spine, look in towards your belly. Tuck your tailbone in, create a C shape. And again, we open, look forward, and then we exhale, push into the floor, push into your back, C shape, round back. We're looking into our belly button. Think of tucking your tailbone in with each time. And again, this might feel like more of a stretch on one side. Just keeping forgiving. Just enjoy the movement here. And exhale. Last one. We go out, arch, and we bring it in. And then we come back to center. So again, come back to your perfect alignment here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hip, flat back. We're in a neutral spine. This time, we're going to start taking it into a tilt. We're going to start moving our hips from side to side. So I want you to think of if you had kind of like a tail, and we're just kind of moving it from side to side. This is the movement. We're going to take it all the way over to the right side. Think of contracting your right waistline and then back to center. And then we switch over to the left, back to center. Now our upper body stays super stable. Right, center, left, center. Keep breathing, just natural breath. And all the way to the left. See if you can go a little more. Try to feel what side feels like more of a pull, more of a stretch. Where you want to kind of pay attention just a little more. And bring it in. Let's go 2 more each side. Right. Don't forget about your upper body posture. Keep that neck long. Left. Last one. Right. Center. And left. Center. Perfect. We're going to bring our feet together. We're going to open our knees just a little wider. And we're just going to take it into a child's pose. So I want you to sit all the way back towards your heels. I want you to start stepping your hands forward as much as you can. We're just going to take a deep breath here. Let your head be heavy on the floor. Keep reaching with the tips of your fingers. You want to feel of butt wants to go down, hands want to go forward. We're feeling that opposition, that pull. That pull is helping us elongate our spine even just a little more. And we're just going to breathe here in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your chest sink down a little more. One more time. In and out. And then we're going to come back in. Bring your knees right under the hips again. We're back into that quadruped position. Excellent. We're going to take this into a right arm forward, left leg back motion. If you want to work with your arms only, go ahead. We're going to start just with the arms. So what I want you to do is try to fixate your spine, make sure nothing moves, and just think of reaching your right arm straight forward off the floor. So we're still working through our abdomen. We're still thinking of our alignment. And we're just going to bring it back in. Let's just try that on the other side, just the arm. We go forward. Arm aligns with the rest of your spine. Bring it back in. Keep working through your abdomen. Keep working through your hip muscles. Right. And then let's see if we can add extending our left leg all the way back. So we're finding our balance here. We're pushing into our back. We're keeping our neck long. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back in. Beautiful. We're going to take it to the other side. We have left arm forward, right leg back. Let's start reaching that left arm forward. Find your balance. Abs are engaged. Extend your right leg all the way out. Think of reaching with the tips of your toes, reaching with the tips of your fingers. Hips are square down. Abs are working. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back in. We're going to do that 2 more times each side. Let's try to go out with the arm and leg at the same time. So stability through the center. We get ready. Reach. Right arm, left leg. We have 10 seconds here. 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Keep those abs working. We switch. Center is strong. Keep breathing. 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. One more time each side. Right arm, left leg, reach. And breathe. 5, 3, 2, 1. We bring it in. Left arm, right leg, keep going. You might feel like one hip is a little more stable. That is okay. Just give it your attention. Focus on creating that stability through the hip. 2, 1, and we bring it back in. Excellent. From this position, we're going to take this into our plank. So a plank is a really, really good exercise for stability through your entire body. So you want to be able to work in synchronized patterns with your entire body. So if this feels like too much, I want you to drop your knees down. I'm going to show both variations. But if this feels okay, we're going to keep our hands on the floor. All I want you to do is find that centered spine. So super long, abs are engaged. We're going to extend our right leg out, tuck your toes, find your balance. We're going to extend our left leg out. We're just going to hold. Abdomen is tight. We're pushing into the shoulder blades. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop the knees down with control. We're going to do that again. We have 10 seconds up. If we felt like that was too much, we're going to scoot our knees back, drop our hips down, and hold in this position. So up into your plank, we have 10 seconds. Abdomen is tight. 5, glutes are working. 3, 2, 1. We drop the knees down or bring them forward. Take a deep breath. We have one more. Inhale. As we exhale, right leg goes back. Tuck your toes. Left leg. Find your neutral spine. Think of reaching with the crown of your head. Reaching with your heels back. 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down with control. Beautiful. Let's just sit back for a moment towards our heels. We're just going to shake off our wrists. So little circles. Deep breath. And then we are going to come back into our plank position. So if this was too much, again, we keep our knees on the floor. We're going to take this into a cat-cow, but this time we're going to add piking our hips towards the ceiling. So if you're familiar with yoga, kind of like a downward dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our hands and our knees. We're going to find our plank position. Right leg out, left leg out. This time we're going to drop our hips, open our chest, look forward, arch your back. As we exhale, we're going to pike our butt up towards the ceiling. Find your triangle shape. So heels are lifted. Let's try to press them down to the floor. And then we're going to bring it back into our plank position. Into our plank. We're going to arch again. Inhale. Exhale. Hips go up. Try to push your hands into the floor. Push your chest down. Again, we're trying to open those spaces, create more movement through your back. And then we're going to bring it back in. Open the chest. We're going to do this 2 more times. If this entire exercise feels like too much, I want you to go back to your cat-cow from the beginning. And open. Take your time with this. We have one more. Chest open, look forward, arch, strong arms, push all the way back. Let's just hold this position for a moment. Take advantage of it. We're going to press our heels down. We're going to press our arms into the floor. We're going to let our chest melt. And then we're going to bring it back in. Find your plank position. Drop your knees down. And let's sit back towards our heels. I want you to reach both of your arms straight forward. We're in our child's pose. So head is down. Arms are forward. We're trying to elongate here. So opposition, your butt wants to sit back to the heels. Your hands want to reach forward. Great. And then we're going to start stepping our hands over to one side. So let's start to the right side. We're going to take little steps with both hands all the way over to the right side, opening the space on the left side of your body. We want to keep our lower body stable. We want to keep our butt sitting towards the heels. We're stretching that left part of your body. So you really want to feel it. Let your chest melt. Deep breath here. And then we're going to step back to center. We're going to take it to the other side. So little steps over, one at a time. Only go as much as you can. Only go as much as your body will allow you. You want to feel the stretch through that entire right side of your body. And then we take it back to center. And then we're going to come back up. Perfect. We are going to come forward to sit to the front of your mat with your heels kind of poking out there. So our legs are straight forward. If you can't sit up straight in this position, we're just going to be here for a moment. I want you to bend your knees. So bend your knees. I want you to reach both of your arms straight forward in front of you. Hands are right across on the shoulders. Elbows are straight, super tall. We're going to inhale. All we're going to do here is we're going to slowly start rolling back to our lying down position. So slow and controlled. Think of using your abdomen, rolling your spine one vertebrae at a time. You're going to reach your arms all the way back here, and you're going to reach your feet out. So I want you to think of if someone was pulling your hands and someone else was pulling your feet. You want to open and stretch as much as you can. And just take a few deep breaths here. Think of tucking those shoulder blades back. Last one, remember our breath is really, really crucial to open the spaces to create more movement through our spine. And then we're going to bring our arms to our sides here. We're going to bend both of our knees and we're going to place our feet on the floor. So you want your feet to be hip distance apart, parallel, arms to your sides. What we're going to do here is we're going to take this into a bridge. So you might be familiar either from yoga or from Pilates. What I want you to focus on with the bridge is creating a very slow movement through the spine. As we talked about before, we're trying to re-educate those muscles to work in a synchronized way and to open up just a little more with daily movements. So we need one bone at a time, bone by bone up, bone by bone down. So what I want you to do is we're going to start by just tucking our pelvis. So pelvis goes in. We're going to slowly start peeling our spine off the floor all the way up. You're going to squeeze your glutes as tight as you can, only up to your shoulders. We're going to roll it back down. So think of melting your spine. One bone at a time. Control with your hamstrings, control with your glutes. And we do that again. We lift, squeeze, and lower. So we have just this for 3 more. We lift, squeeze, and lower. 2, up, and down. Last, all the way up. We're going to hold it lifted. This time we're going to focus on tilting one hip to our side. So kind of like we did at the beginning where we were closing one space, one waistline. I want you to think of pushing your left hip forward. So left hip is kind of going down towards the knee, forward. And then we're going to lower one vertebrae. So just one. We're going to come back through the center. We're going to switch to the other side. So right hip is going to the side, a little forward. We're going to go one vertebrae down again. And we take it to the left. Tilt. This might feel a little funny, but I find this to be super, super effective. Right. We lower down. Through center. Left. We lower down. Keep using your glutes to keep stable, to keep up there. And lower down. Last one, left. And lower down. And then we're going to do the same thing up and down. So if you can do 5 of these every day, you will feel amazing. We're only going to do one up, one down, but I want this to be something that you can take into your daily routine. So we're going to lift just teensy up. So just the sacrum comes off the floor. I want you to tilt to the left side. Roll up one. Tilt to the right side. Roll up one. Left. Up. So you're literally opening the spaces between your vertebrae, trying to get those super tight areas to open up. Right. And lift. Last one. Left. And lift. We're going to hold it up here. This time our hips are stable. So I want you to look at your hip bones. Make sure that your hips are up and aligned with each other. Without making that move, no changes. I just want you to lift your right leg into a tabletop position. So we're going to take this into our marching. Keep pressing your arms into the floor. We're going to switch it to the other side. Right foot goes down. Keep squeezing through both hips. Left leg comes up. Left leg goes down. Right leg comes up. Keep going here. Your hips, your SI joint, your pelvis should be really working. So as we lift one leg, the other hip is going to be stabilizing. So just focus on one hip at a time. You might have one side that feels a little looser, one side that feels a little more stable. Just give it your attention. Let's try 3 more each side. Down. Keep pushing through your hips. You want to keep those hips lifted. 2. And switch. Last one. Up. Center. Switch. Center. Push your hips all the way up. Squeeze your glutes tight. And then we're going to slowly roll back down. Bone by bone. Remember, opening those spaces. Deep breath. We're going to give it a little hug. So I want you to grab both of your knees. See if this feels good. You can open your knees to your sides if you prefer, or keep them together. I just want you to rock your body slightly from side to side. So kind of like you're massaging your spine here. Just a deep breath. We're going to keep our right leg in. Our left leg is going to straighten all the way out. I want you to grab that right knee with your left hand only. You're going to reach your right arm out, open to the right side, and we're going to take this into a single leg twist. So I want you to pull that right leg over to the left. We're trying to open the space in our low back, keeping the shoulder blades on the floor. So we're stretching through our hip, we're stretching through our low back. Hold and breathe. And then we're going to bring it back in. We're going to switch sides. Right leg goes out. Left knee comes in. We're going to grab that left knee with the right hand. We're going to reach a left arm out to the side. And we're going to take it into a big twist. Remember, don't worry about how far you can go. As long as you feel that opening, you're doing good. And then we're going to bring it back in. We're going to reach our arms all the way back here. We're going to press our heels into the floor. We're going to flex our feet. So send all of your toes towards your face. We're going to take this into a roll up. We're going to roll up into a sitting position. Deep breath. Exhale. We tuck our chin towards our chest. Scoop our belly. Round our spine. Reach all the way up and over towards our feet. Take a moment here, stretching the backs of your thighs. And then we're going to sit up tall again. And we are going to sit with our legs in crisscross. So back to our starting position. If you were sitting on a block or a book, I want you to grab that here for a moment. We're going to finish with those same deep breaths. Hands are on the floor. Sit bones are on the floor. We're opening the spaces. Think of long waistlines. I want you just to think of dropping your shoulder blades down, keeping your chest open, holding that contraction for a moment. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Every time we inhale, even taller. On our last inhale, we're going to reach both of our arms all the way up towards the ceiling, super, super tall. As we exhale, we're going to bring our palms together. We're going to slowly lower down through our forehead to our chest. Good job, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you again soon.